never have I been sure that two films must have been directed by the same person and been wrong than when I walked out of the cinema last night and said, oh, must have been the same guy as Free Fire, right? No, it wasn't. It is the same guy as the A-Team, and I gotta say, he is, in his last few films, he's really slowly perfected his imitation of Quentin Tarantino. Because I could have... This is like Bad Times at the El Royale. It has that kind of reverence for its characters. It has that kind of strange, unique, prominent black comedy to it, even though it is primarily a crime/action film. Basically, it's just a Tarantino rip. Yeah, no. But this is a fun one. It is. And I think most of that is down to the fact that Alexis Louder, who I do not know, she is a pretty unknown factor, rocked. She was awesome. And I didn't even really look at the trailer that carefully before going into this. I went in very blind, and I was glad I did, because it feels like each act of this film has its own shocks and surprises to it. If you don't know what it's about at all, basically it's kind of a Mexican standoff between a con man, a contract killer, and a police officer. Just sounds like a Tarantino film, doesn't it? It really does. And it's not as good as one, but I think people are writing it off, just going, it's just a Tarantino rip. What's wrong with being inspired by somebody that good at filmmaking? Even if it's not like a phenomenal film, one of the films of the year or anything like that, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this has quite a lot of rewatchability to it. I'm excited to go watch it again, because I think I might even like it more next time. And it does have a very, not even Tarantino-esque comedy to it a lot of the time. It's just a very unique style that's very much its own. And a lot of that is down to Louder and her performance. A lot of that is down to the way it treats its characters is... It's unique. It doesn't mind the idea of killing off a vast majority of them, which is really fun. It's very nice and interesting to see how that is handled. And the ending as well, it was just a bit of fun. But a bit of fun that extends beyond what it deserves to be, possibly, to a point that actually, it's pretty sick. It's a pretty sick film. It was very enjoyable. And I'm giving non-stop 75 out of 100. I know in a lot of ways that was a very vague review, but I don't want to get too much into spoilers, and it'd be easy to just by talking about what happens in the first act, you know? It really feels like each act has its own set of surprises, so I didn't really want to go too deeply into any of the plot, actually. But the performances were great. Especially Louder. She outshone Gerard Butler or Frank Grillo, I thought.